Against all odds this morning, we have been pushing a semi around in the mud, haven't we, Maria? Against some slick diversity. It was very frozen this morning, but the truck wouldn't move. So time we got this tractor and got this chute here, and we're trying to introduce the Natural Grandma eggs into their new winter facility, which feels like it's about 60 degrees in here. It's like taking them from somewhere in the great north to Hawaii is what Laura told them a little bit ago. And so we finally got, with a lot of help and using that tractor over there, and we pulled the truck forward and back 2 or 3 times. Anybody's ever backed a semi with a tractor pulling it, they understand it don't always go just right. And it finally got here. We're going to allow them to come in here today, and depending on how many eggs we gather, we'll decide we may move the nest boxes in here along this wall today. But anyways, Laura is in there trying to get the door up so the hens can start coming. Patty, you cannot be in front of the door. You have to be over here.
I told you to go sit on the blue chicken scrap.
Yeah, you can't. If you're there, they won't come. So you got to kind of go somewhere else. Doorways are for chickens to come through right now. So come over here and stand with Papa Hank. Good girl. I think she's as excited as all the rest of us. So here's the first hens, and they are coming down the ramp. And they're going to get to go see their new world. They haven't figured out that they can come in here yet, but I think they will. As soon as they see a way in this door. Have you got any more of that scratch, Patty, that you could go get? Can you go over there and get some more scratch?
In the blue container. Put some just in your hand.
Don't put it out here.
Just come over here where they can see it and start throwing them some. There's no dipper for in there.
Just use your hand.
They're coming. Just say chicky chicky chickies. Chicky chicky chickies. Yeah, chicky 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 chickies. Chicky chickies. Chicky chicky chickies. Chicky, you want them to come over there? Yeah. Chicky chicky chickies. This is a strange environment for them at this moment because they have always lived outside in the grass. And this is warm in here, so it's gotta feel really good. And Patty, she's pretty. Are you a chicken wrangler, Patty? You pretty much the chicken wrangler of Natural Grandma? She is officially the adopted. Grandma has adopted her as the official granddaughter of Natural Grandma, so she loves the hens and likes to help Grandma gather eggs. Oh, we've got a rooster down. So they are in here. I can tell you, I got coveralls on, and I wished I didn't have them. That's how nice it is. That sun is just, as you can see, it's coming in, and it was 26 outside this morning, and I'd say it's probably 60 in here. And we're not quite ready for them. You can see we don't have the deep bedding in. We got a lot of things yet to do, but the weather has kind of slowed us up by being froze up and then this morning thawed out. It was frozen enough to move the semi this morning if it would have moved, but it just didn't think it would be a good day to break loose out of those little tracks it was in. We still even got a little bit of dirt fill to do in here that will just have to be done this next spring when the hens come out. Well, there will be time for that. And next winter when they come, this will all be graded and leveled, and we'll have new deep bedding in it. But there will be a lot more hens next spring. We have 450 at Natural Grandma right now that work in the laying force. So there we go. We have kind of a beautiful site. We've been working on this greenhouse, basically the plans all year. And it came together finally, a building crew, in December of 2020. After we had the wedding in Idaho, we come home and started working towards all that. And you see the feeders that used to hang underneath the chicken trailer that we moved around every day are now on the floor in here. We haven't got them hanging yet, but they found their feeders and they remember them. Them look familiar. And the new nipple watering system is not installed over there along that wall, but the boards are there for it, and it can be moved up and down on those 2x8s depending on how, if we happen to really get it full of bedding, we could raise them up to be where they needed to be. And of course they don't need that now, but it's there just in case. The nipple pipe that holds the chicken nipples will be on those 2x8s on those uprights. It has to feel good to a hen to be in here, I think. So you girls just pecking in the dirt and pecking in the chicken feed that's on the ground, and they're just being a chicken and enjoying. It'd be like you going to a sauna, the middle of winter, and they're in a 60-degree building, and this is what they'll have every day. And then we'll have bedding in here in a few days, and the nest boxes will be in here in the morning for them to start laying. And the important thing about all this, you can see they're still coming in the door, just one by one, kind of like they went on Noah's Ark, probably. You know, they went on one at a time. They're not really sure about coming, but once they get here, guess what? It's feeling pretty good. They have to be feeling what I'm feeling. It's good in here. And even though we don't have all the dirt work done outside, we did put a 24-inch hardware cloth varmint barrier down that's under the dirt that is down, so there shouldn't be any digging underneath. But this building should handle about 1,600 hens when the sides roll up and they can go out on chicken runs. So for today, there's going to be 450. They're going to have total access to the whole building and get used to it. And then we may even let them go back to the semi-trailer tonight to roost if that's what they want to do. We're not going to fight that because there's, as you've seen, there's a loading chute out there, and they used to use that in the field when they first started as baby chicks. So they will go back if they want, come out here the rest of this day. The nest boxes are still in there, so anybody that wants to go back and lay an egg will be able to do that. And if we have a mistake, we'll just pick those up off the ground. And it's kind of all hands on deck today, just getting them acclimated. And we kind of probably did it the hard way, but more are coming. Everybody's going to get to come in here, and then we'll leave them alone and let them go back if they want to, a few at a time. But as you can see, they're still coming in the door, still unloading, because they've been about 4 hours late in coming out. They normally go out and get in the grass inside the chicken netting, and so this is their first experience at coming to a warm place to play.
Then I'm going to get you a basket, and we're going to get another spoon. And then you're going to go over in there with Grandma.
Got it? Get ready. Daddy's going to get you a basket.
Okay, well, they're summoning Patience. We call her Patty, but they're summoning Patience to get her an egg gathering basket. And she is very good at going under the roost bars and getting down low and getting eggs that were not laid in the nest boxes. And because we weren't nice to them this morning, that may have happened. They had a few mistakes on the floor, so nothing's perfect in the world of natural grandma, but this hen house is going to feel really perfect in 10 days when it's 4 degrees and the sun's out, and it should be about 50 or 60 in here at least, maybe more. we have our vents up there that we can open if it gets too warm, and then as soon as it kind of gets better outside, we're gonna get the bars in the sides where we can roll them up. But for right now, we're making do with what we got. That's, if you've watched any of our videos, that's kind of the nature of being at Natural Grandma, is sometimes you make do with what you got and do the best you can. But we always have them in a friendly environment, so we have a high quality product for our customers. That's the motto. So good day, folks. I hope you've enjoyed the view of hens getting to arrive into the new Natural Grandma greenhouse. It has been a wonderful day that we've been excited about for a long time. And as you know, normally Natural Grandma is doing the work, so she was in the trailer, and Papa Hank is just right here enjoying the view, but I got it for her, so we'll tell her all about it as she watches this. Thank you, and have a good day from Natural Grandma.